All right. I figured I'd get a multiplayer round in this morning. I haven't recorded one in a little while, and I've been on pretty big losing streak, so maybe recording will get me back on track. Hopefully we can get a good card here. Let's see what we got. We got Jonas and PHG. There we go. We got a full card, Mark. So anytime there's a 2 or 3 left to right, I don't throw the glide skip. I go to the turn glide. I like to aim just on the left side of this basket here and see if we can give ourselves a shot at eagle. It's turning too much. Now we're going to be scrambling for our birdie because that was horrible. Somebody already parred it. All right, we're going to go big, wide around all these trees with the glide skip. Doesn't matter if I go too long. Should end up down there somewhere within putting range. Like so. Wasn't trying to make it, just wanted to give me a look at the basket, and we did it. Got our birdie. Got a one-shot lead. Tied with the top 3. Let's see what we got next. Part 4. Looks like it's going to be... All right, I like to go glide skip. I slide to the right. And I put the middle chevron, kind of just tuck it in under there. We got a left to right. So I'm going to put a little bit of anhyzer on it. I try to keep this to the left of the hill, but this isn't anywhere close. Shoot. But we should still have a shot at throwing this in. Kind of got a lucky little roll there. All right, 175. We should be able to get the pure there. Most of you are fuse throwers here, I'm sure, but I'm just a lot better 200 and in with the pure. 175. Let's see. Let's go about right there, left to right. 2 win and go right there. Let's try that out. Looking good. Oh, come on. Jeez, couple inches higher. We would have had the outright lead, but misjudged it just a hair. All right, not trying to ace this one. This is just the glide roll through the gap. I like to aim right in the middle there with the top chevron or kind of middle chevron just underneath it. And I'm going to put a little bit of hyzer because we got a headwind. Don't catch the edge. Oh no, hit the rocks. All right, should be able to make it 80 feet away. Lean this way a hair. Ooh, we just snuck it in. Top chains. Looks like we still got a tie for the top. Oh, Jonas. What was Jonas doing going that way? He must have went in the water. He must not have made it through the tunnel in his first one, then had a drop over there. So we're tied with Mark. Let's see if we can find a way to make up a stroke. Or not make up a stroke, but gain a stroke. Probably not going to be on this hole. Just try to get our birdie and move on to the next. Give me a big skip. Get down there. Still not going to try to run this because you're worried about going out of bounds. I'm going to throw with the Accurate Roll Sapphire. Might even take just a hair off of it just to make sure I don't go long. This is looking good. Use that roll feature to check up. And there's our birdie along with everybody else. No, Mark got a 4. Oh man. We just somehow got in solo first. Not the best round for these guys. But I can easily make similar mistakes. Just try not to. I feel like the key to multiplayer is just not taking too many risks. Playing it safe. Going for birdies. Getting the eagles that are easy. And every once in a while you get your throw-ins and then you get first place. But just try not to get last place. Tied for first. Second place. That'll move you up the leaderboard. Ooh, Jonas got the eagle. Wow. Impressive. Did he throw that from behind the road? Dang. But yeah, just go for birdies and get lucky with some throw-ins and aces. But for the most part, if you get in firsts and seconds, then you can climb pretty quick. But if you get a little risky and try to make up strokes or get a little too aggressive, then it's not too hard to start taking losses pretty quick. I hate this hole so much. I've gone forehand, backhand, different lines. My latest one is a bottom chevron right on this light here. With that wind, I'm just going to pull almost straight down just to touch Anheuser and see how we do here. This is looking pretty good, although I always think it's good and then it ends up skipping out of bounds over here. Like, oh, I swore I either hit that gap right there or I skip over the curb anytime I miss this to the left. So I'm very surprised that stayed in bounds for me. But we got our birdie. We keep our lead of 1 shot over PHG and Jonas. Jonas with that sick eagle. All right, this one I don't have a fairway skip, so I just throw the beast. I line it up with this telephone pole, and I try to go right into that tree and skip off the roots and in. That's kind of my goal here, but it doesn't happen very often. This is probably going to be right of the tree, so not very good aiming there, but still an easy birdie. Not too many people are going to ace that one, so you don't have to worry too often about losing a stroke there as long as you get your birdie. Hole 8 is going to be a par 4. You can go over the top, but I feel like it's harder to go over the top and get an eagle than it is just to lay it up and try to throw it in. So I like to throw accurate roll sapphire, do a little bit of a flex shot around the corner here, and hopefully get far enough this way to where I have a forehand. This is what I like to do, slide to the right. I like to go the pure. This might be just out of range, but I think we can get it there, especially with this wind. And the reason I like to throw forehand is if I miss, it's going to hit this hill here. Backhands, if you miss, a lot of times you're going to go in that water. So we're going to throw the forehand and try to get it just right and drop it in that basket like so. All right, we got a nice 2-shot lead going in the last hole, which is a par 3. So unless I do something super stupid here, pretty much got this wind wrapped up. This is my safe throw here. Middle chevron with the beast, and then about that much hyzer. And feels like 9 times out of 10 you end up with a tap in. That one not so much, but it's right before the basket. Mark missed his ace. Jonas missed his ace. We wrapped up the win, and let's see who gets second. I can't remember if they were tied. I think Jonas and Mark were tied for second. It looks like, I don't know if Jonas went too far to get his birdie. He might be lining it up in the trees here, which is a tough shot. Yep, just like that. That's why it's risky going for this ace, and it just cost him second place, so now he's going to lose points. So that's a good example there of just getting a little too risky. Rather than just tie for second and 0 points, now he lost 2 points more or less. So, but it's hard to do. I like to play aggressive, but it's just hard to kind of have that mentality just to be safe all the time. So we got 5 points, solid round. Hopefully y'all learned something. Hopefully these help. But as always, appreciate y'all watching me play some DGV.